DevOps is very hard to talk about without also talking about cloud native and cloud native principles for an application or a workload. But they sort of go hand in hand, or I think more specifically, you can get the best use of DevOps with a cloud native application. I'm going to talk a little bit more in the next couple of slides about what is a cloud native application, what does it actually mean. But effectively, in principle, cloud native is about speed and agility, and is about making use of the full use of that cloud service model. Provisioning on demand, tear up, tear down of resources as and when they're needed, that type of thing. It makes, cloud native makes extensive use of platform as a service rather than infrastructure as a service. I mean, going back a few years, most apps were, you run them on a server, you have to look after the server, run your code on it, and all that type of thing. Platforms as a service these days, things like Azure Functions, containers, that type of thing, abstract you away from that infrastructure layer. As it says there, infrastructure is disposable, and it's not just infrastructure. That's the PaaS services generally are disposable, so they can be provisioned in minutes, scaled, and destroyed on demand. Part of that DevOps cycle that I've just spoken about also deals with the self-healing and monitoring of an application as well. So that's that feedback loop back into that development cycle is a key part of DevOps, but also a cloud native principle as well. Cloud native apps are based off microservices architecture, so I'll talk about a little bit about that in a second. The use of sort of managed backing services, databases, storage, again, sort of goes hand in hand with that platform as a service offering. But critically, they also, to be able to leverage the benefit of all of these PaaS services and wherever, they use DevOps. So they use DevOps to provide automated deployments using infrastructure as code, configuration, automated testing, enabling that operational feedback loop. And the two, cloud native and DevOps, go hand in hand.